streaming once again, playing some FutureGrind. This is $1.49 on the Switch eShop right now, and I wanted to show it to you guys. Check it out. I played a little bit here, as you can see. We'll start up here at the beginning. Neat little things like a little bit of story. It's tied to it. Yeah, it's like a weird. It's kind of like Trials, but a bit different. We'll just jump in here and I'll show you. But yeah, here we go. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. So yeah, you are kind of grinding here, and you want to grind with the light, same colored stuff here. Oh, I'm messing this up right now. Let me double check some things. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Restart here. Okay. And I'll explain some of the mechanics here in a bit. But yeah, you want to grind on the light colored. The white is completely fine. It'll just reset your multiplier there. So you kind of want to keep an eye on that. There we go. It's pretty well there. Not too bad. We can go for higher scores for trophy reasons for each level. We don't have to if we don't want to. But they do bring some other challenges into it, like, hey, don't touch the yellow rails. Do one underground. Kind of thing. I think you have to do that. They also explain like what you need to do here if you're not sure exactly what they mean. But yeah, we're gonna continue playing here, and I expect this is gonna get more devious as we go on. But so far, I've been liking it. Ada here has texted us. Nice work. My boss says you can run our track in Sanctuary now. Get up and you'll earn yourself a holiday in no time. A half grind for a half holiday. So we have do one hang grind, which is showing us right there, and decadence grind 10 purple rails. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. I think so. Oh, I'm not sure how to. Because I can't actually do that. I have to. There we go. Boom. Boom, boom. Yeah, there's like flips and all that kind of stuff. Ooh, got that. Ooh, that was pretty good actually. Other than me not doing anything else there, but alright, let's leave. And loading in and out is pretty quick, so it's not really too. Oh, do I have to specifically load up this thing? Okay. I forgot about that part. Okay, so we want to do one hang grind and survive the track. Which I can just... Oh! Well, you can also just reset at any point. You want to survive the track. Whee! And you're going to do flips and all that good stuff. There you go. We did that. Okay, we can continue on. What is she offering here? Decadence grind 10 purple rails. Okay. We need to also do that. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. There we go. Alright, we did that. It's been pretty good. But hey folks, it is Thursday. Weekend's coming up here. We should be good to stream all weekend. I did mean to check my schedule, because I think the next couple weeks I might have some issues. Okay, yeah, we can continue here. Let me see my schedule here real quick. But alright, we did all 3 for this one. We're going to cakewalk, which I'm sure is super easy. I think next Thursday is going to be a no-go. I don't get home until pretty late. And the week after that, I think Tuesday, the 4th, is going to be a no-go. otherwise, it should be good for the next couple weeks. Okay. Hey, I'm Grant. I rep for Left Coast. I've been watching your moves on the slice tracks, and I think you might be Left Coast material. Let's see what you can do with our new bike. Alright, let's try out a new bike. Try bike. Let's see. 2 different wheel colors. 2 jumps. Okay. Match wheel color to rail color or else. Okay, that's where it's gonna... It's like those yellow rails we passed before. If you hit those, you would die because your wheels are not yellow. They're purple. But here, we got a red and a blue one, so we need to match them to the track here. Just want to keep the pink here. I can do... See? And died. Alright. So you get fancy and do like, hey, I'm going to do this. Yeah, you don't want to... You can hit the yellows. The whites, I mean. Sorry, it's hard to talk while playing this. But you can touch the whites. It's just going to reset your score, your multiplier. Oh, I did that. That was me. Sorry, folks. This is one of those games you can kind of get set. There we go. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was bad. I get stuck in a loop of just front flips. It happens in a lot of games. That can happen to me in Rocket League, where I refuse to take turns a certain way. I start only taking turns like right if I need to turn. And I mean, I'll take left turns, but if I'm trying to spin around, I only go like one way. Ooh, this is gonna be like Trials, where you fail a bunch, especially when you're trying to talk and trying to be somewhat entertaining along the way. Oh, that was too many rolls. Too many rolls. Too many tolls. Oh. I want to flip, and then I make my decision halfway through to actually do it. I can touch that one to get an extra bump. And it also resets your double jump. There we go. Boom! There we go. We did it. Good job. Let's see. Yeah, we got 14,000. And yeah, I can go back and go for the higher scores and all that, which we'll probably do at some point. I assume there's something coming up that will prevent us from doing it. What's Ada have to say? Hey, it's me, Ada. It's too dangerous for me to contact you like this through my work account. Listen, I need your help. Just be careful. Things aren't what they seem. You'll see what I mean. Something weird's going on now. Let's see. What do we want to do? A 720 front flip. Alright. Hold jump longer to go further. Don't forget the double jump. No safety net. Don't touch any white rails. Okay, we can do those. But there'll be separate runs here. I'm going to do a front. There we go. So we just need to survive the track, which is easier said than done. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know how we did that. I don't know how. We got that. But the final score doesn't count for the regular run. That goes for the trophies. So my score attack is still that. Okay, we now need to... We can do this one. No white rails. That's fine. I've got that down. It's what happens when I want to do other stuff. But yeah, this game is $1.49 right now in the eShop. I think it's well worth it. Ooh. Get this. Oh, got a little too spicy there. Front flips for styles for days. I wonder if there's somebody that can just get through just holding roll the entire time. Okay, I need to do a double jump there. Also, score doesn't matter on these ones. So I'm just like doing all this extra stuff for nothing, really. I guess it's practice. There we go. We did it. Good job to me. So I guess something's going on. We have Left Coast and Slice, I think. Slice are the two companies now that we know. Sick moves. I knew I was right. Welcome to Left Coast. Don't worry, you can still run for Slice. It'll just run for us too. Grind for a weekend. Okay, Grant. Let's see. You gotta survive the track. Find yourself crashing a lot. Don't flip too much at first. Concentrate on survival. Okay. And there's some cool stuff in the game. I'll show you after this, like the ways they kind of teach you the mechanics. Oh, that was not great. They have definitely some assist features. Oh. And yeah, when you touch another surface, you do get the your double jumps refilled. So you got a good chance there to kind of rescue yourself if you are going into a bad spot. So I'll show you here. Okay, this is where they show us, okay, some stuff there. Grindpedia is where they show like all the different mechanics in the game. So it's like, here's what, if you forget, if you take a break for a while, come back, say like, hey, rail color, this is what is going with the rail color. Here's what you can do with the spinning. The weird thing is it doesn't tell you what button is assigned to this stuff, but manual is your basic trick. It tells you like when you're on golden rails. These are ones that are like sparkling golden, I believe. Not like the yellow ones we saw. That'll double your points most of the time. Show you the grind tricks here. Oh, how do I stay up there? Oh, holding jump. Okay, I didn't get that part. Okay. I think it's different moves. That's where you, yeah, just have the wheel there on the underside. Yeah, front flips, back flips, that kind of stuff. Explains some of these other tricks here, mechanics here, and like other track obstacles, like the colors that you have to pay attention to, and well as they have accessibility options here for colorblind mode. So if you need to set the wheels as certain colors that you can definitely tell apart, you can do that, as well as I think you can. Okay. I like they set up some of these so that if you need to play one-handed, you can definitely do that, and they've set up controls to just do that. For those that might need just to play with one of the Joy-Cons or whatever. I don't know if that would work with the. I don't know if that would work with like this thing or the Pro Controller kind of thing. I'm trying to think. Up, down, that's back. That's next. Okay, yeah, it works like this too. So if you just have this and you just want to play one-handed, you can do that. You can turn rumble off and on. Assist mode lets you modify the rules of the game if you need to. If the difficulty is getting in your way. They have achievements here as well. Stats and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yep. So they do a pretty good job with explaining their mechanics and all that. In the track select, challenge select, and all that stuff, as well as in the menus itself, just in case you need a refresher on that stuff. So I think it's pretty friendly on that front. Need to grind 2 underground. Oh, I did the one thing and not the other. So yeah, now that you know that I have to hold. There we go. Oh, I did it again, folks. Oh, I did. I'm just gonna kill myself. If you ever mess up in a way that you don't want to keep, you can just hit X on it anytime. If you need to reset even faster than the game will. Oh. But yeah, what have I been doing lately? Actually, I was playing a little bit with RetroArch because I noticed somebody mentioning it that they have achievement support now in the game, in the app, whatever the emulator itself, tied to a specific site that will track that stuff for you that people have set up essentially. which is kind of cool. I was trying to figure all that out. Oh, this is not a hard thing. I am literally just making dumb mistakes here. Like, literally, all I need to do now is survive, because I've done it twice here. And yeah, see, that's me being dumb right there. But yeah, I was checking that out, and I know they let you dump games if you have them on disk or whatever way that you can attach that stuff to the PC, I think. So I was putting in a PS1 game earlier, Einhander, and dumping it so I could check out how that works, and it seems like it works pretty well. I just need to figure out where to store the file so I can make sure it's on the right hard drive. We need 8 times multiplier, so I can do that, definitely. So we might end up streaming some of that someday. Though it's only for specific games, so I need to specifically look at the list and figure out what I have. Oh, I did that too early. Also, this game has really good music, as I've seen so far. Boom. Like, this is literally overkill right here. I got the 8 times multiplier, we're good. Oh, I hit restart. I didn't need to. Oh, they also show this right here. If you need to turn the system mode on right there. Okay, so yeah, I would say accessibility so far seems pretty good. I haven't messed with it yet, so I don't necessarily know. Okay, wait, do we get any more story stuff here? No, just the Left Coast guy talking to us. Hey, I just want to let you know, we really appreciate you at Slice. You're doing great. I got you permission to try our track at Rowhorn next. Alright, I wonder what the heck's going on with her camp here. Oh! Okay, they're adding these like zones that changes the color of your wheels. I'm sure that's not going to go poorly at all for us. Ooh, snow area. Ooh, really bright. Oh! There we go. Boom. Back to gold. Oh. Whee! There we go. Alright, so we got a silver, because I just constantly change things. Let's see. Best grind. Okay. Alright, we're pretty good shape there. I think it's safe for me to use this account. Oh, it's Ada Greenwell and Ada_personal. Let me get a drink here real quick. I think it's safe for me to use this account to contact you like this. For now, I just need you to play along with everything. I'll explain more soon. Alright. But yeah, I would say this game has some real good music. Maybe not so much this part, but in the actual the races themselves or whatever, the events. 720 backflip. Okay, I've not done too many backflips, so we'll try this out and see how it goes. Do a 720 backflip. Okay, I've done it. Oh! There we go. Whee! Okay. We did it. First try. Might have been even better score than the one I had before. 31. Yep. Okay. Kind of a shame it doesn't count that towards the score tag, but I get what they're doing here. Dual transfer. Oh, okay, yeah, this is another mechanic. The transferring is where you just rotate your wheels as the next track comes along. And you kind of just stay on there that way. Okay, so that's going to be... Is there any opportunities for that here? There has to be, or else they wouldn't have offered this. Oh, I think... No, I did that. Okay. We did that to there. Oh, I completely messed that up. Okay, that counts as transfers. Okay, so it doesn't have to be just ones that are right next to each other. That can be kind of stuff all over the place. So I can, like that. Not that. Not that. Not that, folks. I can scientifically guarantee I am failing it right here. This is one. This is two. There we go. Whee! There we go. And we're over. That was even better score than before. Alright. Not too bad so far. Not too bad so far. Kind of got the mechanics down. And it says I'm 20% completed still at this point, so... If it's like 4% per, might be. That would be... Well, if it's 20%, that's probably about 25 levels there. The boss wants to see what you can do on our track at Rauhorn. I'm hearing there are other sponsors interested in you too. Don't forget us at Left Coast when you're famous. Alright, Avalanche. Look for gaps where you can fit in a big flip to increase your score. He didn't do a flip there, though. Oh, these ones at angles. Just missed it completely. Oh. Alright. Oh, that's not enough air for that. And that was too much air. Alright. We gotta stop with this monkeying around here. Again, I said no monkeying. Boom, that's how you die. Again, that's how you die. Oh, that wasn't great. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. That was real nice. Nope, that was not nice. That was not nice. Oh, that was not nice either. It's not... That's some good runs. It's not... We're getting, I think I understand what I'm doing here. Which is not at all what I'm actually doing. But hey. Alright, we're... Okay, that was... I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Okay, that was not either. That was not either. I'm getting way too caught up in some things here. Wee, boom. Oh. Yeah, that was kind of the big thing I was doing today. I was trying to figure out some other stuff going on here. Yeah, playing some more Rocket League because the Lucky Lantern event is going on, so we might be playing some of that at another point here in the near future. I don't know why I did that. I had it right there. Oh. I don't know. Oh. Oh yeah, one of the things I did get, actually, since the last time we streamed, was the PlayStation 4 back button attachment. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I'll show it to you in a second here. I got it at Walmart where it was 25 bucks. Instead of the regular $30 price tag that it is everywhere else, it seems. Okay, cool. I was warning this. There we go. No, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do either. Just in case you're wondering. That's not... Alright. I'm going a little too flip heavy, and I'm also doing double jumps where I don't need to. Cool. Nope. Nope, that's not... There we go. Nope, that was almost there. Almost there. We're gonna get this here. We're gonna get this. Okay. How do I do backwards? That was not... That was almost there. That was almost there. That was not... Alright, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Exactly, I just wanted to mess it up. Oh, that was almost there. That was almost there. I just a flippy as much as I can before I have to floppy. I have a really hard time of doing this whole thing. There we go. Boom! There we go. Alright, we did it. It's a bronze, it's a scrub trophy, but whatever. We need to move on. Uh-oh. Illegal system detected. Uh-oh. Well, that's probably great for the stream, too. If you guys see this. Unauthorized user account terminated. Oh. Okay, let's get back to the... I'm sure that's real great for the bitrate and all that. Jeez. I'm gonna watch the... Okay, yeah. The little Twitch meter about the bitrate seems like it's not too happy. Okay, hang grind, 2 rails, survive the track. Okay, we can definitely do this. We did 1. Nope, that's not... I did it, but I did not survive the track. Boom. I could just do double jump all the way over. Boom, there we go. Yeah, these are definitely a lot easier than the pure score ones. Just because you're trying to make your score better. I need to stop. So something's going on. It's no problem. Build 12 times multiplier. Okay. See if we can do that. I don't think it should be too much trouble. It's a matter of just stringing it all together. Okay, that was... When I miss all the rails, that's not going to be good. There we go. Alright. Yeah, what I said, when I don't hit the rail, it's not a good thing. Okay. I need to actually do this. I can just do this. Boom. 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 No, that's... Boom. Oh. That's not good. Boom. 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 Oh, nope, that's not... what else I've been doing? Yeah, I got that back button controller. I'm kind of working on some things like oh yeah. Okay, let me pull this out of here. Okay, so this is what the back button controller looks like on the DualShock 4, I think. I'm not actually showing the there we go. It's like this little thing here. Got a... And my PS4 is on, so... luckily it's tied to... let's see here. R1, L1, I think? Might be able to see. There you go. So this is just literally taking the main menu that would be shown over here. And just going back and forth from one end to the other. Alright, so... Something's going on here. Some stuff's going on here. I don't know. River Run. Hi there, I'm Vanessa. I'm your new rep with Gimbal. Welcome aboard. We're excited to work with you. Our bike will take some getting used to. Get started with our track at Sanctuary. Alright, what's the... Alright, one large wheel. That is yellow. One small wheel is green. Offset pivot point. Yep, that's definitely going to be weird. Alright, so let's try River Run. See how it goes. But yeah, the... Oh, but yeah, using that, attachments, works pretty well. The main thing is sort of getting used to using it, because you have to hold your controller a bit differently, because you've got now buttons where, like where I'm holding it here, there'd be like big triggers right here, so it's like, okay, if I'm gonna use shoulder buttons, how am I gonna grab this thing? And well, I should show you here instead of the thing that doesn't have it. So I normally would hold it like this, but now I got these, and it's like, okay, now I gotta have these here, and I'm gonna go, you know, especially my ability to hit the R1, L1 with this thing. It's a bit weird unless I go with like the ring fingers. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird. But yeah, Rocket League was the first game I tried, which not really a game that needs it because I think it's so good at how it does that stuff. Letting you change the color, the controls pretty easily. Yeah, that's a pretty weird pivot point. They were not wrong about that. Like, you don't have the same confidence in... There we go, boom, alright. We survived, got a bronze, it's fine. But yeah, having that, and playing Rocket League especially, gaining resistance, I grip the controller tightly in tense situations. So it creates some interesting scenarios where an R1L1 for me in Rocket League is like one is the look back and the other one is the scoreboard. So it's like stuff that's not necessary, but things that I will want to use at spare points throughout the match. Reverse I usually use when I'm in front of the goal, but I'm not sure if there's somebody behind me, so I need to use that to look behind me and see like, okay, I'm going to be the goalie in this situation, that kind of thing. There are definitely other games where I think that could be useful, that kind of thing. Like, I have the Steam controller here. I'm just showing you other controllers I have. And it has paddles on the back of it as well. They're clicky buttons, very loud buttons. Ooh. Like that's how clicky it is. So that works pretty well. And I use it in stuff like American Truck Simulator. Those are my turn signals, essentially. You know, nothing super important. I could get by without it, but also it's a nice little thing that I can just keep off of other buttons on that controller. And that controller especially is weird. Okay, so we need to undergrind three rails. Okay. There we go. That's 2. There we go. Oh, that. Okay. I was not doing the thing I thought it was. That's 1. Okay, that was not... I'm not doing my thing here. I need to be certain. Okay, there we go. That's the undergrind. That's 2. There we go. Okay. We did that, but we died. So, at least now we know a generally pretty good line to have for that. Oh, no. That was not... What the... Oh, there's an under one. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. There we go. Undergrind. Nope, that's not... Yeah, so you have a different pivot point, so you have to be very careful with how you are lining things up here. Like that, I have to be very careful about that. That's not too bad. I get the green. Just keep the green. Orange. Boom. Alright, there we go. Making good progress here. I don't know why I did that. Leave track. Okay, 2 bridges. Let's see. Avoid white rails to keep your multiplayer high. Wait, build a 15 times multiplayer. Okay. We can do this. We had, I think, 17 by the end of that. Let's see. Okay. 2, 4. Yeah, not really concerned about multipliers. Oh, got close there. What else have I been doing? I've been watching a lot of AGDQ, archives, that kind of stuff. There's some really cool stuff on there. Not everything has been like amazing, but there's been some cool moments and some runs that are just really well done. The people that are doing them are very entertaining and do a really good job of explaining how they're doing their tricks in a way that makes sense. The Fallout Anthology was a really good run if you are looking for stuff to look at. It's about 2 hours, so it's pretty long, but he goes through Fallout 1, 2, 3, New Vegas, and 4, and those last 3 are where it gets really cool. Because 1 and 2 is just kind of like 10 minutes each, maybe, or 15 minutes total for both of those. It's usually just walking through stuff, walking past people, using like what they think are developer code or keys to bypass like dialogue stuff, so that you have to kind of just walk through the game really fast, knowing exactly where you're going to go, that kind of thing. And it's really, those are 2 are pretty cool runs. Just like, oh, okay, I guess that's what you need to do if you're just going through fast. But Fallout 3, and they did a cool trick where they got out of the vault as in their teenage form, I think, instead of the adult form. So that creates some interesting stuff, as well as doing this weird little glitch thing that gets them into like a permanent kind of speed mode a little bit. It's maybe not permanent, but it's still pretty cool. Let's see. Very nice work. My boss says he wants to see you run our track at Miramar. Keep performing like this and you'll get noticed by the people at the top in no time. Have fun with those jump orbs. Yeah. Oh, wow. Match your color wheel to the jump orb for a vertical boost. Okay, that's pretty cool. Fallout New Vegas was pretty crazy because there's this whole weird like warp thing with the gun. That you do like warping quite a distance ahead of you based on this whole weird trick. But in that process, he uses it with some other stuff to essentially turn the main character into a jet that flies around the map. So they can like activate all the different areas and then just warp around, fast travel around as they need to complete the main quest in there. You know, if I don't actually hit it, it's not gonna... Boom! No way! Okay, cool. And the Fallout 4 one was pretty cool because the guy... It involved a lot of save manipulation stuff, which is already pretty weird, but doing some really cool tricks that... He actually has like a little display, like thing, like a sign, like if you were doing like a science fair kind of thing, like with these plastic cups and some wire and stuff tying together, show you like this is how this particular move works in a way that makes sense for the trick that they used. But okay, yeah, and yeah, doing this whole trick where he essentially put on like 6 extra pairs of pants and had one of his people on his couch put on a pair of pants every time he successfully did the trick. Like explaining how there are certain moments in the game where people haven't been sure how they were going to get it down in terms of time. Like there's a memory sequence that is pretty hard to break, and even to the point of potentially just I think they put a bounty on it to see if anybody could figure out a way to break through it in a way that made sense, and they got it. And the way that you kind of break through dialogue sequences by just shooting people is pretty funny. This one's tough. Like lining these up, because you have to hit these orbs for the most part if you want to avoid the... Oh, no, I did that. There we go. Boom. What? Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. What other runs were there? Pretty cool. The Terraria one was really fun. It was this guy who basically pointed out like how like the odds of getting the things that he was looking to get out of each of the bosses and that sort of stuff. And early on seemed to have some pretty good luck, and then just later on just had all of his luck just disappear. Had one boss that particularly was just unwilling to drop the items. And he tried, and usually most of these streamers have, most of the runners have like backup saves just in case. There's one guy that especially needed to use it on his run because couldn't necessarily guarantee that the game was gonna work all the time, and it ended up being very useful. There we go. Yeah, the Terraria run like just had bad luck in like the last half of its, I think it was about a 2-hour run. It just got to the end where it couldn't even get the final boss. Just bad luck with the time of day it was at that point. And even tried to see if there's a way to go into like the server stuff that he was using to do his own personal servers. That what was it? That to try and just spawn the boss, because he just wanted to show you the final boss, and just couldn't get it going. But in the way, had tons of people like donating lots of money for it, showing off their support, even despite the issues that were going on. They were not his fault. Just, you know, it's a game that is procedurally generated. The world is, and can't always guarantee that things are going to work exactly the way that he wants, especially with drop rates and all that for items that he needs. So, yeah, that worked out. It worked out well enough that he said it like right at the end. Like, I really just wanted to have a run that's made sense for that was entertaining at least, even if it didn't go well, sort of thing. But we have a message here from Ada Personal. Good, everything's going exactly as I hoped. He's watching you. Just keep doing what you're doing, and Praxis will be in contact eventually. Praxis, okay. Do a 900 front flip. All right, we need to do that. And this level is challenging because of those jumps. Okay. Let's see. Okay. That was nice. Okay, that was also nice. I like this is a good, like, underhand. There's definitely points here later on. I wonder if I can manipulate the fall here. I wonder if that's a thing that I can do here. It seems like that is the thing I can do here. Oh, that was it. There we go. Doesn't really matter. Boom. Boom, there we go. Alright, we get the 900. Yeah, the scores do not matter on that stuff, so you don't really need to even mess with that. Yeah, let's see. Bouncy. Touch every jump orb. Alright, we will do that. Alright. That's gonna be interesting. I do like they have this these time frames set up about 50 years in the future. Let's see. There goes one. Nope. Nope. It said in a little thing like there, these are designed to, the ones that are nope, we didn't do that. They were kind of designed to just kind of get you to the next one pretty easily. I don't know what I'm doing right now. There we go. Okay, cool. I don't know. Yeah, I'm holding it too much. Well, that wasn't it. I can get to the end, but it's probably not going to give it to me. What else was an interesting run there? I wasn't watching a run from this year. There was from a few years ago. It was Jack and Daxter run. And the runner, it was like a 2 a.m. run, so it was pretty late. And it was definitely one of those, like, where you can tell, like, the guys are... The runner's having trouble because he's just making mistakes that we would call here dumb mistakes. You know, trying to just get past them, and then his crew that was helping him out on the couch got to a weird habit of just doing Owen Wilson impressions a lot, and doing a lot of like impressions of like, oh, the the game's done quick, people making like announcements like, "Will the runner please refrain from doing own jokes?" It was hilarious. And people would donate with messages of like, "This is the funniest thing I've ever seen." He's like, "It's not funny." Just hilarious stuff from the runner there. That was pretty cool. Oh yeah, the GTA San Andreas I think was a really fun run. It's a long 4 hours, just over 4 hours. But the guy that does it resets is the world record holder, not by like seconds but like minutes, like 12 minutes, something like that. He has the record by an absurd amount of time compared to everybody else in the world. That was, and they just run into tech problems the whole way, or at least for like the first half of it, I guess. Things like the game crashed at a certain point, and they went to get back in and no saves, which is kind of infuriating for them because they would just go and he had backup saves for every mission, before every mission. And so he was specifically like pulling them, putting them in the right place, naming them the right way, and they just wouldn't show up in the game. So they had to take the feed off stream, let them test it, and then he came back and there was no audio, of which was not particularly great for them. So he gets a game with like a lot of music and audio cues he needed to hear at certain points. So they had to go back down again, get the audio fixed. Skipped a couple missions in the process because of the amount of time. Didn't want to necessarily hold the run up and everybody else up because their game was having issues. And they mentioned like it has issues with like runtime. If your PC, or if their PC, the way they play, I guess if it was up, the uptime was too long, it would cause issues, not run appropriately. So it's like things to that degree that they have to pay attention about. That is kind of surprising. We also did an interesting trick constantly, which was it involved him like flicking the camera down, because that essentially resets what cars would be in front of him, and oftentimes would leave him with nobody in front of him, or maybe like one car, like the car that was like immediately in front of him, sort of thing that was more manageable instead of having potentially huge crowds of cars in front of him. I thought that was pretty crazy. Not really something I thought would be an issue is but it makes sense. The amount of cars in front of you in a GTA, like he very much had his roots down, getting around corners and all that kind of stuff. That was kind of neat to see how he played, which is a way that I would not play that game. Obviously, any sane person would not play the game that way. And he knew like exactly where he needed to be to shoot dudes. I mean, he had the speedrun record for that game. I guess I looked up his Twitter account. He has the GTA 5 record as well. So he definitely has pedigree for that stuff. But yeah, his GTA San Andreas record is like well beyond anybody else. He's the only one below 4 hours on that. It's like 356, something like that. The next person's like 356, probably like 410. No, he's probably like 354, and it's like 406 or 407, something like that. And it's like, what? How is there somebody that's able to do that much better than everybody else? It's like probably just partially luck, but also purely having his like roots down in terms of when he does his stuff there. When he takes his roots because that probably plays a big role. He knew like which vehicles to get in at what times. He needs bike for this turn. That kind of stuff. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I think we get my mind off of this challenge because I'm not doing too well. We might just skip it. So I don't think you need to play everything to open up the next one. I could be wrong. Okay, let's try this a couple more times here. I'm gonna give you 3 more times after this one. I don't really care about the... Alright, 2 more times. We're gonna move on to the next thing. Well... what are the ones we're good? Okay. Well, we're gonna go back, because I don't want to sit here and do that all night. Okay, I just need to complete 2 assignments. Okay. Piazza. Ada Greenwald. Hey, Shim moves out there. Boss man says you can run our track at Nuevo now. You must be doing something right. Careful out there. This is a tricky one. Shim moves. Huh. I wonder what that must be their future speak. This is 20... What are the time frames for this stuff? This is... Oh, 2076. That's March. It's March 2nd, March 22nd. Okay. It's just when the tracks are made are different. Okay. Use the color zones to make use of more rails. Okay. So here we can change the colors. Yeah, we're in the... okay. Yeah, I need to... Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Again. Let's see. There's that. Nope. Alright, this is definitely getting tougher. Nope, it's not. Nope, nope, nope. I am messing it up. Okay, this is pretty good there. Oh. No. Okay, down, down, up, there. Nope. No, I didn't do the right thing. I need to flip. There we go up here. There we go. Nope, that was almost there. So go up here, down here. Oh. What I wanted to do for a while is Housemarque stream. I think they make great games. I think it'll be fun to play a bunch of them, talk about them, maybe get some of the guys on. That's something I've been thinking about for a while, because they're in the news for a supposed rumor about them having a big next-gen project that they're working on, and they're shelving their Storm Divers for a bit, at least. Alright, we got that done. Alright, Midas, do a golden 720 backflip. The first time you do a trick, it is golden, scores double points. Make sure your first backflip is big enough to accomplish your goal. Okay. 720 backflip. Okay, I know where we can do that. There's a couple areas where we can do that. Nope, that's not. You have to do one move here. There we go. Nope, completely missed it. Also, I have a problem just identifying when I've done a 720 backflip. Okay. We're just not doing anything productive here. Now that's cool. That's not cool. Oh, what? Oh, because the... Okay. Wait, what did I do wrong? There we go. There we go. Boom. Boom. Yeah, so it kind of tells you there a little bit 540, but I'm kind of so invested to make sure I don't screw it up. And it's pretty easy to just ignore that part. Okay, touch 5 color zones. Okay. We can do that. That's not too hard. I think we can do that alright. Let's do 1, 2, 3. That was 1, 2. Okay, that was not what I expected. 1, 2. There we go. Boom, I just need to stay up. There we go. Alright, we did it. Folks, we're moving on to the next area. Oh. Buffer overflow detected. System memory valid. Access violation. Oh, hi. Hi, you don't know me, but I need you to trust me. It took a lot of work to contact you this way. I need you to crash the system. I've marked an object on this track that I need you to crash. Can I count on you? Oh, God. Oh. Oh, it automatically just restarts me. It's like, you suck too much. Oh, it's coming up, I think. Oh! We crashed it. Folks, things are going weird now. I wonder if it's on each of these. Oh, imagine if it was. Construction, left coast. So we just corrupted that one. Complete 2 assignments. You're doing really well. Keep up the great grinding. I got your permission to run our track at Nuevo, which offer construction equipment. Ooh, okay. Construction time, folks. It's 10:13. Okay. Not too bad on time. Wait a second. Okay, 35.1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's it's 5. Wait, that's 5. 10. Okay. Still got a lot of tracks to go. Yeah, been liking this so far. I think it's worth people checking out. Especially for the price tag it's at. I bought this at a previous time when it was on sale for a pretty good price. I think it was also $149, might have been. Okay, cool. Ooh, that was pretty close. Oh, it was up there. Oh. Oh. Nope, that was not. No, that's not. Sorry, folks. Nope, just messed it up. I like when that like big pyramid starts showing up. It's like, oh, you got a new track. New thing that's going on here. All right. Oh. There we go. Ooh, I think. Oh, that was not. Alright, well, folks. Nope, that wasn't. Nope, nope, nope. That was not. There we go. Ooh. So there's like a secret exit here. Coming up here. If I go to the bottom. Boom. Oh, no, that wasn't what I thought it was. That was one I thought it was either. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's like an ending. I don't know if it's like a... I mean, that's, those are the stripes of an ending. I don't know, I want to kind of want to see what that is up there. Oh. We might cut this... Oh. I was saying we might cut this... I can't even survive long enough to say things here about potential plans for the stream. Ooh. Nope, that was not at all a thing anybody should do in this game. Nope, that was... Again. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, let's get up top here and see what's... Oh. And the problem is trying to jump off of here real fast. Gonna keep some more tricks going here. Yeah, kind of ending that multiplier is not great news. As well as dying, that's also not great news, I think. I think it's going on a high limb there. Far limb. Okay, maybe dying in this game is not particularly the greatest idea here. Oh! Okay, it's just another track here. Nope. Okay. Despite that having, like, the... ending final area kind of look to it. Okay, we're doing something here. I don't know if it's any good. That was right in between, that was really nice. Most skilled people ever. Ooh, that was almost a thing. Yeah, since you just have these two wheels, it's real easy to kind of lose track of whatever you're trying to do here. be like, oh, hey, I should, you know, do something here. But yeah, there we go, there we go. I'm just screwing around in ways that make me annoyed. I don't even know how you can watch this. Boom. No! Yeah, that's right. Right between. That's nobody else. Nobody in the world ever does that. It just goes right between. That's legendary tech here. We call that crash tech. I don't know how I survived that. I'll take it. Ooh, 71,000. Wow. Still not a gold, but that was a pretty good score. That's probably the highest score I've gotten of anything in the game so far. All right. Seems like we're doing okay. All right, folks. Let's see. No horseplay. Flip only counts if it's a 360 or bigger. Don't do any flips. Okay. Okay, so we can do a 180 essentially, but nothing bigger. No. This will be pretty easy because I don't have to specifically do anything here. Okay. Just stop here and go. Boom, boom. Nope. No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it either. There we go. Got a high multiplier, but not too much else. Boom. There we go. So that's why that thing is there, because it's the end of the other part. Get to the actual end. Even sevens. Undergrind 7 rails. Stay low to get more undergrind options. Okay. We'll do this, folks. Yeah, I was looking at when I can get out of this. No, it wasn't. That wasn't either. That wasn't it either. Nope. 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 That wasn't it either. Alright, folks. There we go. I did something here. It really doesn't matter what I do here. It doesn't matter. That wasn't what I wanted to do either. I just need to keep spinning that. Oh, I was one short. I can just go easy on the rest of the way. Okay. That's not great. Hey, look at that. It's 2. That wasn't 2. That was 2. That was 2, but it wasn't enough. It was a failure. I just keep dying here. Yep. So I could do this, and then get that, and then that. that will get me this. That got me 3. I didn't have to do it for too long. That was an undergrind. There we go. It's 5. Oh, and I killed myself. Okay. I get that. I get how it goes. There we go. We did it. We did it. We did it pretty well. No, that's not what I'm supposed to do. That's not what I'm supposed to do either. Ah, folks. The stream's getting a little long on the tooth. In terms of diminishing returns of what I can do without my mind turning to mush. Nope, it's not. I don't need to do that double jump. There we go. Nope, it wasn't. Again. I'm just gonna let myself die there. This wasn't how it was supposed to go. There we go. No, that wasn't. There we go. Starting to get that maneuver down pretty well. This whole transfer thing. Nope, that is where I'm going wrong here. That is my platform. So, fix these platforms here. They should be properly set up. There we go. We no longer have to do anything else in this game. In this, on this track at least. Boom. There we go. We did it. Took a while, but we got to it. Got all 3. We're good to go. Complete 2 assignments to unlock the next track. Snow Cave Gimbal. Okay, great job out there. I'm impressed and my boss is impressed. Go put in a good run on our track at Rowhorn. We'll be watching. Good luck. From Vanessa Davis of Gimbal. Snow Cave. Let's see. Different paths through the track. Okay. Yeah, so this one I guess must have a split track here. Kind of looks like it. Oh yeah, they do the dumb orbs. Okay, that's good. Okay, cool. Okay. See, I'm kind of forgetting the double jump exists. And using it inappropriately. No, that was not what I wanted to do, but I did it. I did it. I confess. Take me for your gamer crimes. Take me away. For making dumb mistakes over and over again. Boom. Oh, no, that did nothing of what I wanted to do there. Nothing. Boy. Is that how far I got where it says survive the track? Is that how far I got? Is that like keeping track of how far I've gotten? I just never noticed that. It is, I think. That was not. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm starting to get the hang of this. No. Is there like a weird like that? Whoa. That's kind of cool. Ooh, alright, we're getting this. We're getting this here. This thing's gonna be punishing it. Whoa. Oh, that was called fake out. It's like I was gonna do the right thing and then I did not do it. Nope, that's not. There's somebody that's making a game that's not too dissimilar to this. Once I describe it, you'll understand it. It's like a gymnastics simulator game. That's what it's calling itself. Where it's kind of a lot of this kind of trials physics stuff going on. I think it's just Steam for right now. I could look it up. We got a gold. Wow. I think it's the game. Yeah, gymnastics simulator. That looks pretty cool. No, Steam. Gym simulator. No, that's an actual gym simulation. I don't know why that was what I... Pro gymnast? Or something like this. No, this was what it was. Pro gymnast. It's supposed to come out sometime this year. That looks pretty cool and pretty silly at the same time. Because it's a lot of stuff that is technically impossible, but just real enough to be a Steam game. That kind of thing. Alright, hang on. Do a 25-meter hang grind. Okay. I can do that right here at the beginning, I think. Hang grind is this, right? Oh. That's not long enough? Okay, I guess that... Oh, that was the one right there. I think it's the one. Nope, it's not. I need to not hit the orb. Yeah, it's one of these ones that's really long. Okay. We're gonna work our way over there. There we go. There we go, got over. Boom! There we go. 50,000, not too bad. Spelunking, touch every jump over. Oh god, I hate these ones. Is there a certain way to go through this without missing anything for certain? Boom. How did that... That went wrong. That was wrong. That was illegally wrong. I don't know. None of these companies should work with me. Also, this is less of a like a cycle of any kind, and more like she is, or he or she. I don't know if there's a gender to the person that's in there, but they are just kind of sitting. There's nothing motorcycle-y about this particular vehicle here. It's like a Segway, is what they're on. Future Segway? No. No, that wasn't what I wanted. That wasn't what I wanted either. I don't know what I'm doing here. What are the AGDQ things that I enjoy? Watching the Sonic 06 run was actually pretty good. It was just for Silver, his campaign. Partially because you can kind of clip through every door if you want. How do I... That second one seems awfully hard to hit. So I need to figure out some tech with these. Yeah, so I'm hitting that with the green and not the thing that it's supposed to be. No, that's not. Trying some things here. That was way over. That was, I don't think I even touched the buttons there. I don't think I touched anything but jump. Because, yeah, the thing was just going back. Nope, this is not going well. Sorry, folks. Expected competent play out of me right here. This is not the stream for that. Just trying to even just hit this first one, and I do not seem to understand how to play this game anymore. Alright, we did that. No words for anything I can say right now. That was not... I'm kind of trying to hang on that thing and not getting anywhere close, so... you know. No. Trying to see if I can control her or him, whatever. They. Nope, that wasn't it. This probably isn't it either. Nope. Hang grinds, undergrinds. Completely missed that. I think we're done. I don't know what's going on here. Let's try out the next track here. The Park was from Vanessa Davis. Look, I'm not supposed to do this, but I have a friend who reps at another sponsor. Go run a track in Nuevo, and I'll get in touch with her and see if she's interested. Alright, let's see. Don't want to hit the flips, no, I was just good to just bounce. That makes sense. Alright, the park here. Quite a lot going on here. Oh, that was good. Where I just missed everything. Oh, I actually could just do this. I should try jumping there. It's this thing that they do now called jumping. Okay, so let's get up here. I'm gonna do this thing where I do a bunch of flips. There we go. Nope, I knew that. I knew that exactly what was going on there. Cool. Just get up here. What have I been watching lately for things? Yeah, besides AGDQ, I watched the, what was it? The Ni no Kuni anime movie, which was pretty neat. I want to say it's like the best anime movie I ever saw. It was alright. Tied into the games in a decent way. Yeah, definitely the big issue I had, well, it's just kind of not super. I kind of saw some of the story stuff going a certain way. And also, it's just an issue I have with the way Netflix does anime, which is that they do not have subtitles for the English version, the English dub. Yeah, which seems kind of silly as far as a thing to not have, and it's not just them that does it. Funimation does it. A bunch of anime companies don't seem to think they need to do subs for their English dubs. The only English sub they offer is for the Japanese dub. Well, Ada Person, listen, you don't know him yet, but you have to be careful of Praxis Soma. He owns it all the sponsors, he makes the tracks, he needs you for some reason. I just don't know why yet. Alright, we got some stuff going on here. Transfers, okay. 5 transfers. Alright, we can do this. So right here's 1. Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Right there's the 1. I don't know what happened there. That was just weird. There we go. Yeah, that Inakuna movie was pretty good. But yeah, nothing amazing. It looks like a Studio Ghibli movie, which it should because the game was that style. I mean, it was a partnership between them and Studio Ghibli, so it should look like it. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. This is... It's like I've blown through all of my skill and attention here. Like, here's 1. There's 2. 1, 2. There we go. Boom. Okay. I am not playing seriously here anymore. I don't know why. It's a very serious problem I'm having right now. Boom. I don't know what's going on there. Alright, folks. I think my mind is just falling apart in terms of trying to keep together the skill of this. This very much seems like a thing where I need to take a break. Take a break, play something else, maybe come back to it in the morning or something. You know, the law of diminishing returns, I think. So I do want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you like what you saw here, this seems up your alley. It is on sale right now on the eShop for $1.49. That's 90% off. That's particularly one of the reasons I wanted to stream this. Is I haven't done a video for it yet. It's a good game. It's been at a very good price in a number of sales recently. And I've been wanting to kind of tell people like, hey, it's something you should check out. I only got 2 of the 3 vehicles. Or 3 of the 5 vehicles. I don't know why I said 2 of the 3. I have 3 vehicles, 2 left to unlock. She mentioned in the little story bit, like, hey, there's some more going on here. Ugh. Yeah, we only got 2 of the track objects, too. So yeah, that is FutureGrind. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We'll be back on Saturday, play something new. I don't know what that's going to be just yet, but maybe we'll play on the PS4 so I can show off some of this stuff. Maybe show how that works. I think Sunday I got something in mind. I need to talk to some of the guys, see what they have to, see if at least one of them will stream with me. And if so, I got a good idea for what we're going to stream on Sunday. For right now, that is it. We'll be back on Saturday. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Hope you have a good rest of your week here, and are ready to get there for the weekend. Hope you have a good one. Have a good night.